during the day. You gotta come early.
Well, here's the deal.
Okay.
I was just in Greenwich.
Connecticut?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know EVAC?
Eastchester?
Yeah, the ambulance.
Yeah.
So, Nick Loros has people calling my phone and leaving comments on my YouTube videos and all of this. And they're connected in Connecticut in some hotel that they're calling from. So
Eastchester?
yes.
Okay.
And I was just in Greenwich and I was trying to speak to them about it. And apparently they're in this hotel. But the police department, he said, oh, I don't know anything about this because Monday there was a Connecticut state trooper parked in front of my house.
They're working out of a hotel?
Yes.
Or motel?
A motel, a hotel, and they're calling.
Or Holiday Inn?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a hotel in Greenwich.
That's a weird place to work from.
That's what I'm saying,
No,
and they're operating out of there. And this sergeant, he started laughing at me when I said I wanted to trespass these people from my house, and he was like, "Oh, that's not gonna happen."
Okay.
So I wanted to speak to Nick because he's an FBI agent, and I was speaking to the guy with the goatee, the young guy. He's here.
Paul?
No, not Paul, not the blonde guy.
Oh.
He's young. His name starts with an F or something, and he had yes.
Oh.
And he was saying like Nick it would be best to handle this.
Well, yeah, he's FBI.
He's an FBI agent, but these people have been leaving comments. Valentin,
Yeah.
Are you a detective?
Yeah, I'm a detective sergeant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Matthew Stein.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a detective.
No, constable.
So he's a constable detective.
Right.
Yeah, you see, that's what scared me at first.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I was like, how can he be a detective?
You know Detective Sokol.
Yeah, the ESU detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Have you spoken to him?
No, I haven't spoken to him. I've been trying to speak to Nick about it.
Okay.
And I've been trying to speak to my uncle, but my uncle's not about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
But
so you want to speak to Nick?
I wanted to speak
to
to Nick about this.
Yeah, I would try back tomorrow, okay?
So
and
tomorrow.
I'll also leave him a message for you.
And what time would be a good time tomorrow?
Probably during the day.
Like around
you
9?
gotta for breakfast.
He's on breakfast?
Yeah, usually around breakfast time.
But he's not on his 46 anymore, is he?
No.
Okay, because he was on his 46 last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you, Valentin. But those Greenwich officers are very mean. They're also involved in this out of that hotel. That's why I wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the hotel, but I traced them back to that hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, so just be aware of that they're all operating out of a hotel. Well, Valentin is going to forward the message to Lieutenant DeYoung about EVACs activity. I was up in Greenwich, and I was harassed by the Greenwich police, or EVAC. EVAC has a Greenwich police under their hook and thumb as well. And these Greenwich officers just came, and I walked in there and they started lying and saying people weren't coming to my home when on Monday there was a Connecticut state trooper parked in front of my house, and pretty much they lied about it, and they said they have no recollection of that. But back in December, Greenwich police came to my house as well. But they're all operating out of a hotel in Greenwich or Portchester or somewhere around there. And they're crossing state and county lines and committing federal crimes, international crimes, and stuff of that nature. So we're going to have Nick look at it and get these people arrested like they should be. And so they won't have to harass people anymore, because this is obviously conspiracy to commit fraud, tampering with state documentation in New York and Connecticut, and also harassing me. What are they doing out of these hotels? I don't know, but they're calling me every fucking night, so I know that. So obviously they're tampering with the FCC communication devices and all that. So Greenwich thinks they're smart by lying to me, but I'm one step ahead of them. I'm one step ahead of the Greenwich police. I'm one step ahead of EVAC. Nick DeYoung is going to arrest them and trespass them from my property, so they won't show up again. And that's that. So we'll see if Nick is about tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.